Wednesdays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. In this segment, we hear from Common Ground volunteer Amy Johnson from Springview.
We have been feeling spring for a while. The weather has been warm, although we are going to see some colder weather still, but spring is right around the corner. And joining me now with more on this is Amy Johnson from Springview. And Amy, it's good to see you today.
Good to be back, John.
So you are here to tell us a little more about all the work that producers go through to get ready for spring.
Farmers begin to anticipate getting back in the field, but they also know there's a lot of work that lies ahead of them before the planter hits the ground. So after harvest, after they clean up the equipment and they make the necessary repairs to plan for the next spring crop, winter provides an opportunity for us to truck our crops or our commodities to places, to end users like ethanol plants or the feedlots or elevators, but they also give an opportunity to prep for spring. So a lot of farmers will work on coordinating what seed crops they need, fertilizer, planting for equipment needs and necessities. Spring provides an opportunity for farmers, once it gets warm like this, to get into the Quonset, into the buildings, into the shops. The tasks farmers do include equipment maintenance. So like over the weekend, my husband and the boys had a perfect opportunity to replace the bushings on the planter, the technology there. They also work on the strip till bar that goes into the ground. They work on the planter. All the tractors need oil changes and maintenance, just like our vehicles would. Fertilizer equipment and pivots are also one that gets a little rehab before the first pivot gets turned on. Winter and spring provide an opportunity for technology, preparation for like the GPS on planters, and then soil prep. It's important for them to conserve what they have on their ground to make sure that things are healthy. They only want to pass through that soil as few times as they have to. So like in the spring, when they do spring tillage, they might also be putting on fertilizer at the same time. So they're not going over the field more than they need to. It just might not be visible to a non-agriculture family that farmers and ranchers and their crew are back there getting the equipment ready. So when the weather is nice and the soil temperatures do cooperate with farmers, that they can hit the field and hit the ground running.
Amy, that's great. And you are coming back now with a recipe to share.
I am. I'm going to do a family favorite of crepes and then a really delicious cream cheese filling.
Sounds good. Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes.